Hi everybody. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded, but as I said in other videos, sometimes things happen or I get distracted by something and you know, whatever. But there's been excuse me, we had a bit of illness in the family. We're quite a big family here, so you know, these things just kind of do the rounds, etc. Any other viewers out there or parents are familiar with what's called croup, you'll know that I have not had a fun week. Plus, of course, I've caught something as well. I've caught kind of like a chesty cough, etc. from that. But yeah, there's been like, you know, doctor's visits and this, that and the other and everything else, and not feeling well, and you know, so yeah, one of the reasons why I couldn't upload. Plus, as you'll see from the start of this video, and as I might also link in here, ta-da! Newish kind of intro logo. Now I remember saying in the previous video that sometimes I'm working away on something and then something takes my attention, I get distracted and I disappear off and do that for months, which is kind of what happened here. I don't know why, like I say, I wasn't well anyway, so I think I was just kind of getting myself back into the work thing instead of just chucking myself in and like writing thousands of words, which was probably a bit too much for my head at the time. Mad headaches because I wasn't well. No, I just couldn't work, you know, constantly. I stare at the screen all day, but I have kind of got back into 3D modelling. Anyone who's interested in that kind of thing will see from the video there. That is actually, I've done all that myself. I've designed all that myself. I've got some tutorials obviously and I've mucked around with it, but ultimately I made that and then I made the video from it, and yeah, and actually quick fact, the letters that you can see just on the ground, they're very, very magnified, but that's actually taken from a page from one of my books, so that's kind of cool. Kind of a little bit of trivia for you there. Yeah, so it's been very busy. Like I say, I've had loads to do and things that I need to do and get on with, but I haven't really been able to just find the time to just disappear off and upload and talk about things. Plus I haven't actually felt like it, you know, and you know, when you're not feeling well, the last thing you really want to do is sit there and talk for half an hour and everything, and etc. But yes, it's all ticking along in the background still. But like I say, I've kind of gone off on a bit of a tangent with work and gone back into the 3D modelling side of things. And but this is where I remember I said to you before in another video, where if I need to learn something, I'll work out what I need to learn to achieve a certain thing, and I'll go off and do that. So I really like 3D modelling and 3D art and design and everything like that anyway, and 3D animation. But I know that it will take me years to do what in my head I want to do. Okay, I have these grand ideas that I'm going to bring out, like a movie like Shrek or something like that, based on one of my books. But I know realistically it's not going to happen. But I also know realistically that I can fit a little bit of time in each week, you know, each month, etc., to improve my skills, learn more, practice, etc., to a certain aim. And I bought a green screen recently because practical side of things in my house is very difficult. Like I said in one of the first videos, that I can find the time now to get videos in. This one I've sneaked in no one's in the house, so I can sneak this one in. Excuse me. So I can sneak this video in and I can upload it later. But on the other side of it, the other practical side of it is I'm quite limited about where I can film, lighting and everything else. So I did something a long time ago. I didn't have a green screen, but I had like an animation program, so I kind of drew my own background and everything like this. It's kind of hard to explain, and it was 2D as well. It was cartoony, and then I kind of implanted myself into that like situation, and I was going to do like storytelling, that kind of thing. But so I'm kind of going in the same kind of angle for that, but I'll be using like animation, cartoon animation again, 3D animation, which I'm going to be working on, plus the green screen stuff. So whereas I sit here in front of a very nice grey curtain, I will maybe one day I'll be sitting in front of a completely computer generated bookcase, and then the next one I'll be sitting in a computer generated library, or computer generated, in front of a computer generated like old fashioned Victorian writing study, etc. And because of the power of technology and the wonders of animation, I could be bored halfway through the video and click, and I'll change from one to the other. Oh, sorry. As I said, a few little bugs going around the house at the moment. Yeah, so that's kind of where that's gonna go. And I know I said in another video that I wasn't going to go all like bells and whistles and special effects and all this kind of stuff, but I don't think that wasn't the special effects kind of area that I was talking about. That was more, I don't even kind of know what I was trying to explain at the time. A certain format maybe to videos, but it's still going to be exactly the same. It's still just going to be me chatting around, blah blah blah, but I'll be able to do what I want to do, background, etc. But it's a long way off yet. Obviously, I've just literally bought the green screen. I know how it works. I did a little test quickly the other day and just put myself into a different picture, and it kind of works. But obviously, it showed me that I need to muck around with lights and I need to muck around with something else, etc. So it kind of leads to the other. So there's that side of things. Thanks to all the nano people who I've been watching, because I've been watching loads. I've had so much time, and like I say, it's been a few ill days, and BookTube and Authortube and every other part of the tubes has helped me out, kept me laughing, kept me entertained, etc. while I've not been feeling very well, and while I've been busy with other stuff. So thanks for that, and good luck. You've got not long left, a few days. But just keep the faith, and don't worry. Don't worry. It isn't the end of the world if you don't hit the 50,000. It really isn't. Don't worry. Just at the end of it all, take a deep breath. Treat yourself to whatever. New notebook, new pen, whatever. Treat yourself to whatever you want. New book, new hardcover. Doesn't matter. Just treat yourself to anything you want. Night out, and then. A couple of days later, say to yourself, oh my goodness, I managed to write all that in 30 days. It's an achievement. So treat it like one, okay? Treat it like one. Don't I really like that but it's a bit too tight. Yeah, so treat it like an achievement, okay, because it is one. Alright. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm going to go, and the weekend now, so there probably won't be any uploads at the weekend unless I unless I can get in there. And thanks again to all the nano people, because I said, I think somewhere along the lines, I know I've said it in some comments to some videos, that I use them like pace setters. So, you know, if somebody's doing a sprint, I might join in, not for nano, but just because I want to push myself that day, and I'll use them as a pacer, etc. So my current book, the vampire novel, is probably up to about 11,000 now, which is, I mean, to me, I treat it a little bit differently anyway, because as soon as a book hits 10,000, it kind of starts to write itself. A lot of people will understand what I'm getting at there, others might not so much, but you get to a certain point, and because you've put the work in the 10,000 with your character development and, you know, etc., and how it's going to flow, you kind of don't ask yourself that many questions anymore. Well, you do, but sometimes the answers will just come really quick. So you might, oh, what will my character do here? But before you've even thought about answering, you know what your character's going to do, because you've put the work in already. You know what kind of person your character is. So, like I say, 10,000 to me, it's a nice milestone to reach, and it helps with flow afterwards. So, yeah, let's go with that. Right, I'm going to go because I don't have much time and the battery on here is very low. I'll make sure next week there are some regular uploads, and I'll talk to you about, I don't know, we'll have to wait and find out, won't we, and see what happens. Alright then guys, I'll speak soon, and thanks for watching.